So you've learned hiragana and katakana and started reading Japanese, only to be confronted by the Japanese' very own version of the boogeyman, kanji. Yes, kanji, the third writing system used by the Japanese. Kanji's origins are Chinese. They made their way to Japan and were adopted by the Japanese for their own writing system. Kanji is integral to Japan and Japanese culture. But for a new Japanese learner, you might be thinking, what's the point? They already have two systems for writing. I'm going to take a guess and say something that I think a lot of people watching this video have thought or said aloud at one point in time. And if I get this correct, you have to like and subscribe. I wish Japanese was all hiragana. It would make it so much easier. I'm making this video to tell you I had the exact same thought when I first started Japanese. So I want to let you know why kanji is important and why it's worth embracing the grind of learning it. Let's look at a sentence. Here we have kanji for park, which is koen, dog, which is inu, and run, which is hashiru. Koen de inu wa hashiru. Koen de inu wa hashiru. It's hard to know when one word ends and a new word begins. It feels very clunky trying to read only hiragana when you could add in kanji to make it much easier. Have a look at this. This is the same sentence except we got rid of the unnecessary hiragana and added in the kanji. Koen de inu wa hashiru. Clear and concise. Now bring back the hiragana form and let's read them side by side. What do you think looks easier to read? Now I'll show you another very important reason of why we need kanji instead of just hiragana. This is a famous Japanese tongue twister about chickens. Niwa ni wa niwatori ga iru. This translates to, there are two chickens in the garden. Now let's look at the same sentence but with the kanji form. Obviously there are a lot of kanji to remember, but once you do learn them, it makes it so much easier. Something that holds a lot of people back from even starting to learn kanji is that there's too many of them. But I'm here to tell you that even knowing a few kanji will make all the difference. Whether you're walking around in Japan, trying to find somewhere to eat, or looking at some Japanese text in an anime or a manga book, knowing a little bit will help you immensely. Especially when you pair that kanji with grammar and vocabulary. Then you're going to see a lot of improvement in your reading skills. One more thing that puts people off is the amount of ways to read kanji. I'm here to tell you it's not actually that important, depending on your learning goals. What I think is important is understanding the meaning of the kanji. If you can look at a kanji in a sentence and understand it, you don't have to read it in Japanese to know the meaning of the sentence. Of course you want to know the reading, but it doesn't always matter. Let's have a look. If I give you three words, here, footsteps, and outside, what sentence does your brain make using those three words? Is it something like, I hear footsteps outside? If you know kanji but don't know grammar, you can still make educated guesses about what the sentence means. If we know the kanji for isho ni, kai, and the kanji for iku, which means go, then we can use these words to make an educated guess about what the sentence means without even knowing the grammar. Properly translated, we get, will you go shopping with me? But just looking at together, shopping, go, what would you think that sentence would be? With this method, I think it's very easy to understand Japanese without being able to read Japanese properly. All it takes is a few kanji. Good luck and study hard.